This shoe surprised me so much that now I feel sorry for not grabbing another pair. Hey guys, welcome back to a Kicks Business channel, and today we're looking at one of the most iconic models. They come from Reebok and it has been constantly re-released for the last 40 plus years. Of course, we're talking about the classic Nylon. And this is actually the latest release that came out towards the end of the last year. Normally I skip these releases. I'm a fan of the model. Just over time, I have purchased several ones a way back, so I didn't really feel the need of getting a new pair. After seeing this in the Reebok outlet last month, I could not believe what I'm seeing, and I was very pleasantly surprised of what Reebok has done with this shoe, and now I actually feel bad for not grabbing another pair because these are outstanding. You guys are gonna see them on the close-ups and all the details, and why am I referring them as outstanding? And I'm gonna tell you right away, it's because of the materials and because of the comfort they're providing. And last but not least, the price. Normally these retail around $65, $70. When I saw them 50% off on the Reebok outlet, I actually paid under $30 for this pair, and I cannot be happier because some of the materials seen on this pair are not even existing on shoes that cost $150 plus. What are we looking at here is the combination with the mesh nylon. We have all the gray portion of the shoe is genuine suede. Yes, you heard me correctly. For $27, they managed to put genuine suede all around the shoe on those classic gray overlays. And on top of that, the back little portion where it says Reebok, where the branding is, this is genuine leather. And again, very surprised and unusual to see some genuine materials used on this shoe. And normally a shoe that it's not one of the most sought after today, like the Question or the Answer or any of the other top level models. Here, I immediately look at that little patch in the back and I squeezed it. I was like, oh my God, they actually used a genuine patch leather on the heel. Normally, not a lot of people will recognize this, not a lot of people will care. I instantly saw it and I couldn't believe what I'm looking at. Same exact thing goes for the Black Vector logo. This is genuine leather again, stitched over the nylon and right underneath the genuine suede of the gray overlays. Again, they went out of the way to release the shoe almost exactly like it was released back in the 80s when I think this shoe originally released. This predates my time. My prime was late 80s to early 2000s. But yeah, this is incredible. Again, we have a classic Reebok patch on the ton where is the old flower logo, and the little even ton holder or propper is genuine suede right on top of it. All the materials inside of the shoe are this very plush towel-like, or just like those socks, the towel socks in the 80s I mentioned many times before. On the ton, the inner liner, even the insole top cover is with that. The insole is nothing special again, it's just the run-of-the-mill insole that I keep referring all the time, but here in this case I'm not offended by it, just because how cheap this shoe is to buy and how great the materials are the rest of the shoe. These were produced in June of 2022, and I think they released around September or October of that same year. Tiny bit details again, right on the first lace loop where the stitching is. This underlay is again genuine leather, on top of it genuine suede. And yeah, I think Reebok really went all out on this classic shoe to create as close as possible replication to the one they released over 40 years ago. Outsole is the same rubber with kind of a softer EVA on top of it. No fancy tech here, no Hexalite, none of that stuff. Funny enough, shoes like that in the early 90s, they were keep getting released, but us as kids, we referred those as bricks just because didn't have Hexalite, didn't have anything. And not a lot of people actually wanted to buy this because we were all about the pump, we're all about the graphite, the Hexalite, all the fancy stuff that Reebok were pushing out. But now as an adult, I can really appreciate the look and the feel of these classic shoes. They are super light considering everything else. The materials are incredible. Even the nylon mesh is very similar to what Reebok were releasing their runners back in the day. If you look at some of the early 90s shoes, like the original Ventilator created by Mr. Ralph Cerna, you will notice that the top right here is not really a mesh, but it's more like a nylon. And this material is very similar to what is on this pair as well. These are extremely comfortable. I'm telling you right away. Go to your true size, by the way, if you're wondering. They're so classic. You can just casually wear them out to dinner with a little bit nice clothes, because these are like true classic, and a lot of people from my generation or even older, they will recognize it right away, and they will compliment you of how clean and nice these look. And you can never go wrong with the classic nylon. I mean, seriously, this is such a staple in Reebok. We have the Reebok writing with the old Union Jack flag right here on the logo. Of course, like I mentioned, the black leather made vector, the Reebok on the back over the leather. We have genuine suede all around, and these are just absolutely outstanding. Honestly, if you guys have any outlets near you and you go out there and you see them for the price, these are just absolute must buy. And like I said, I wish I grabbed the second pair, because for $60 I would have had two. You know, obviously this one is going to go onto my feet immediately. This summer I'm going to be wearing these a ton. They're comfortable and they look amazing. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Stay tuned to the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Check out the rest of the videos coming very soon. Some of the older ones as well. Tons of Reebok coverage, tons of coverage from other brands as well. And as always, guys, you have a wonderful day.